If you have a goal to build stronger glutes and hamstrings, you're in the right place because today's workout is a major burner for the backside of the legs. And it's day 8 of our Overload 30 program. You can get the full program when you click the link in the description below. All right, team, welcome to day 8 of Overload 30. We are back on the legs. Good news, this is your final leg day of the program. I'm really grateful for that.
The leg days have been brutal.
The leg days in this program are tough, and that's why we've given you this PDF tracker so you can track how you're doing, what weights you're using, how many reps you're getting. You can download this when you click the link in the description below. Totally free, a great way to track your progress so you can come back to these leg days, continue to do them, continue to get better, and progressively overload so you can get stronger. All right, you guys, let's talk about today's workout. It is our final leg day, like I mentioned. Rachel's gonna have your modifications. She's got dumbbells. You can do the entire program with dumbbells from the ground. I've got a couple extra things on set today. I have my weights. I have 25-pound and 30-pound weights. I have a foam roller, which is totally optional, but I'll be using it for our buy-in and our buy-out. And then I've got a bench here. Again, you could use a chair, you could use a cooler, you could use a staircase, you could use anything. You don't necessarily need it, but we'll be doing some single leg Bulgarians or rear foot elevated stuff today. If you want to do that with me, you can use your couch or you can follow along with Rachel and keep 2 feet on the ground. All right, you ready to do this? We've got Supersets, which was one of my favorite ways to really get after it and build some serious strength in a short amount of time. You've got 2 supersets today, doing 2 to 4 exercises per superset. We're sticking with that 40-20 format, which means it's 40 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest. You're gonna repeat the first superset times 3, second superset times 4 sets, but it's single leg, so you'll hit each leg twice. We'll do a buy-in, we'll do a buy-out, we'll get our legs on fire, and then you're on with your day. Sound good, Rach?
Love it, let's go.
Let's go, all right, let's get ourselves warmed up. We're gonna start feet shoulder width distance apart. We're gonna go for that calf raise and then the tib raise. So heels off the mat, toes off the mat. Heels off the mat, toes off the mat. Starting at the ground up, warming up our ankles, our feet, our tibs, top of the calf, and then we'll work our way up and continue to warm up our lower body today. Emphasis on the glutes and hammies, which is your gluteus maximus, your butt, and your hamstrings connected right there behind the top of the thigh is your hamstring. That's our focus today. Of course, all your leg muscles are gonna be working at some point. A little bit more emphasis on the inner thighs today as we're gonna hit some sumos. You got one more here, up. Nice, let's go for the hamstring scoop. So right toes go up to the ceiling, big scoop, just stick on that right leg. Big scoop and reach, nice. 2 more just like it, scoop. 1 more, scoop. This time, just go for a reach. Can you just reach and lengthen? Think about lengthening through the back of that leg. Now round the spine, like you're doing a cat-cow standing. Now drop the belly, really feel the stretch. Do it again. Round the spine, lengthen through the hamstring. Drop the belly, really feel the stretch. Nice. From here, bring it up. Let's go for some high knees for 8, 7, 6. Switching legs, hamstrings, other side. In 3, 2. Let's go there. Left toes up towards the ceiling. Big scoop and reach. Nice. Big scoop and reach. 2 more just like it. Really lengthen through that hamstring as you reach down. Nice. Last one. Awesome. Let's go for that static stretch. Reach, just lengthen through the hamstring. Now round the spine, lengthen. Drop the belly really and really feel that stretch. Round the spine, lengthen. Neutral spine, feel the stretch. Awesome. Bring it back up this time. Butt kickers. Heels to the glutes for 8, 7, 6. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna take a little bit wider squat, like a sumo stance, heels in, toes out. Hands behind the head, good morning here. Hinge, 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 stand tall. Nice. Hinge, hinge, hinge. We're gonna hit some sumo deadlifts, sumo squats today. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Still hitting the hamstring. A little bit more emphasis on that inner thigh in the sumo stance, which is a wider stance. If the wider stance doesn't feel good for you, you can always keep it to a standard deadlift. 1 more here, and then we're gonna add on that Kang squat, which means we go hinge, drop. So hinge, drop the hips, pop the hips, stand tall, squeeze the inner thighs together. Hips go back, hips go down, hips go high, stand tall. Nice. So hips back, hips down, stand tall, roll it back up. One more time through this. Down, nice. Reach. Now let's just go for the sumo squat. So chest stays lifted, drop down and up. Knees are gonna really push out. As you stand, I want you to think about pulling the inner thighs together, pushing the knees out. Inner thighs together, knees out. Nice. Again, if the wider stance squat doesn't feel good for you, go ahead and just take it to a standard squat. Nice, really pushing those knees out, not letting them collapse in. A little bit more range of motion, open those hips. Nice. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna come over to my bench here. Rachel can take a staggered stance. If you're capable, you can find something to hold on to. You're gonna float. You're just gonna open the hip, drop the hip. Open the hip, drop. If you wanna add more range of motion, your gaze is gonna go and your arm's gonna go, and then bring it back. I was working with a muscle activation specialist when I was having hip pain, and this is one of the #1 warm-up moves she had me doing. And let me tell you, it is a game changer. Nice. Hips go square to the mat, step back, find a split stance squat, down up, or lunge, split lunge. Drop the back knee to the ground. Nice. Down up, right here. You've got 4, 3, hold at the bottom, in 2, and 1, isometric hold. Hold for 4, 3, we're gonna do airplanes or those hip rotations other way in 2 and 1. Stand tall, feet come together, other foot on the ground, other leg is floating. Again, you're opening the hip and then bringing it back towards the mat. If you wanna add the arm, it's an open reach. Standing airplanes helps to have something to hold on to. Open that hip. Lots of stability and balance here. Nice. External hip rotation, internal hip rotation. One more, then you're stepping back to lunge. Rotate and drop. Nice work. Step back. Find that split stance lunge. Here we go. Drop knee, back knee to the ground. Down, up. You've got 4. Hold your lunge in 3, 2, 1. Hold your lunge. You're holding here. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to your bench. So now you're gonna hinge like you're doing a standard deadlift, both feet on the ground. As I stand, power step up or knee drive. Up, hinge, drive, hinge, drive. Functional warm up. Imagine doing this with weights. You'll be doing that later today. 4, nice. 3, and 2, and 1. Nice, adding a little bit of power to our strength. Let's hit the deck. We can't not do some Spider-Man step-ins, so come down to a tabletop or plank position. Step right foot outside right hand. Easy twist. Set it down, step out, switch. Left foot outside, left hand. Easy twist. Now you're hitting the outer glute, right? Do it again. Right foot outside right hand, easy twist. Really get into those outer glutes. Set it down, switch. Here we go. Left foot outside, left hand. Nice. Step back, find a tabletop position. Little cat-cow, drop the belly, wag your tail. Nice. Reverse it. Spine goes up towards the ceiling, tuck the chin to chest. Rachel's gonna go into bird dog. I'm going all the way down to the ground. I'm gonna come heels to touch right here. Head is resting on my hands. It's a tiny lift, heels to the heavens, lower. Tiny glute and hamstring activation right here. You're gonna finish your warm up with this move, right? Up and down. Then we got 2 moves that are gonna raise your heart rate. Nice, good warm up. We love a good warm up. 2 more, 2 more. Here we go, tiny lift, heels to the heavens. Down, 1 more. Up and down, nice. Pop yourself up to standing. Gonna show you some of your power moves that you're gonna have at the end of this workout. Hopscotch squat, down, up. So it's a double to single, 2 legs, 1 leg, 2 leg, 1 leg. Okay, the opposite heel's coming. Heel to glute, heel to glute. Nice, body weight hamstring curl, up. Just like you're playing hopscotch with your kids. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. And of course, it wouldn't be a good leg day for the hammies without some swings. Let's just practice it. Hinge, swing. We talk about this every time we do swings. Biggest mistake I see is this overextension. Typically, you're using a light weight, overextending at the top, really just standing straight up. Straight up. Push the ground away from you, drive the hips forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's your warm up. How you feeling, Rach?
Nice and warm.
Woo, grab some water, we're jumping in. 1 minute buy-in move on the ground. I'm gonna use my foam roller. You could use a stability ball. You could use sliders on the ground. Rachel's got your modification, okay? I'm gonna do this with just body weight because it's a challenging move. Rachel's gonna add a dumbbell. Hamstring glute bridge. The farther you walk your heels out, the harder it's gonna be. You're gonna activate the hamstrings. She's gonna count how many bridges she gets, right? I'm going for a hamstring rollout on a foam roller, which is very challenging. So I want the middle of my foot on the roller, roll to the heels, roll back, that's 1. Roll to the heels, roll back, that's 2. So this is not necessarily where I'm like trying to rip out reps here. Slower is harder on this one. Really gonna fire up and activate the hamstrings before we get into it, which is why I chose this move. All right, lift your hips, whether you're with me or with Rachel. Count your reps, dumbbell or no dumbbell. Your 1 minute timer starts in 3, 2, let's go. Lift those hips. So I'm rolling out to the heels and back in, that's 1. Out to the heels and back in, that's 2. Nice. Now you can do this with your feet on a stability ball, one of those big exercise balls, and you can do full hamstring rollouts all the way out, all the way in. Nice little hamstring activation exercise. Woo! You're gonna feel the fire. You're lucky you're doing this at the beginning and not the end because your hamstrings would be cramping, but I make no promises. We might come back to this move at the end if there's time.
I fear mine might already be cramping, even right in the beginning.
Rachel's counting her reps. Again, farther the heels out, harder it is. Activating the hamstring today is our focus. Hamstring bridges, keep those hips lifted. That's the hard part of the hamstring bridge, is keeping those hips lifted and square. Nice work, team. You are crushing this. You could use sliders, okay? You can put a towel under your feet on hard floor. Nice work. You got this. You got 10 seconds left. Stay in the hamstring fire. Woo, that roller's slowly gotten farther away, making this harder and harder for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! That is one way to fire up your hamstrings and start this workout. They are nice and ready, nice and warm. We're gonna jump in. So you're gonna write down on your PDF tracker what you did, okay? I'm gonna do foam roller, body weight, rollouts. If I wanted to advance that, I would go single leg and do it twice. All right, you could add more weight to the hamstring glute bridge. We're gonna jump in. Superset number 1, sumo deadlift clean squat. So I'm gonna grab my 25s, try and go heavy here. We walked through the sumo stance, right? Nice, slightly wider, heels in, toes out. Take a stance that feels comfortable for you. Your first move is a deadlift. So you're breaking at the hips, soft bend in the knees, standing up. You're here for 40 seconds in this deadlift. Then we're gonna add some power into a clean squat. You'll build onto this move. 40 seconds on the sumo deadlift. Crush some oranges in your armpits. Roll the shoulders down and back. You hinge at the hips in 3, 2, let's go. Soft bend in the knees, hinge at the hips, stand tall. Soft bend in the knees, hinge at the hips, stand tall. Nice work. Think about pushing the floor away from you as you stand up. And also pulling your inner thighs together as you stand up. Inhale down, exhale, push the floor away. Inhale down, exhale, push the floor away. Range of motion is gonna look different for everybody. You could always put a book on the ground if you wanna shorten that range of motion. You could tap the weights to a book. Do what feels comfortable for you. You're here for 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna add some power. Nice work. Finish strong. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, set them down. Nice work, you guys. We're gonna take that same move and we're gonna add on to it. I'm gonna add a clean. Rachel's gonna keep the weights down. So I'm breaking at the hips, hinge, adding some power to the shoulders, dropping into a sumo squat, resetting. Sumo deadlift, clean squat. That's where I'm going. You're there. Pick up your weights. We go. 3, 2, let's go. Break at the hips, add some power, drop into a squat, stand tall, reset. Hinge, drive, drop, drive. Nice work. Sumo hinge, clean, squat, stand. Nice work. Powerful movement here. Add the power, push the floor away, drive the weights up by driving your hips forward. Drive the weights up right there. Keep the weights nice and tight to the body. Nice work, team. Hinge, drive, drop. 10 more seconds. Nice work. You got this. Hinge, drive. 5, 4, 3. We've got one more in us. Finish. 2, 1. Recover. Nice work. Those are your 2 moves supersetted in circuit 1, okay? We're gonna repeat it 3 times. You got 1 down, 2 more to go. Back on your sumo deadlift. Back on your sumo deadlift in 3, 2, let's go. Hinge, 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 hinge. Stand tall. Hinge, hinge, hinge. There's still a soft bend in the knees. Think about breaking at the hips, and then you can add a little bit more knee bend as the weights get closer to the ground if you need to. Nice, weights are staying close to the body. Crushing oranges in those armpits. Nice work. Awesome job, team. Feel that work a little bit closer to the inner thighs as you stand up, squeeze. Nice work. Make that mind-muscle connection. Put it into hammies and glutes, the back side of the body. That's where I'm putting my mind-muscle connection right now. Back side of my legs should feel this for 3, 2, give me 1 more. And up, set the weights down. Nice, rest for 20. Back to your power move. Hinge clean, drop into a sumo squat. All right, so now you're hitting the back side as well as the top of the thighs with that squat. Always thinking about pushing the ground away as I stand up. Grab your weights, we go. In 3, 2, let's go. Deadlift, clean, drop, stand. Nice work. First time we're seeing the sumo deadlift and squat in this program. Nice work. Giving you guys basic moves, but that slight change, whether it's the grip, whether it's the foot stance, to add a little bit of variation to the muscle and how it's worked. Nice work.
And a move like this, I'm so glad we do it 3 times. You know, you really get the hang of it. It's something we don't do that often. It's good to practice.
And we've said this before. People have commented in our workouts, you can feel the difference in 2 sets versus 3 sets.
Yeah.
You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. 3 sets is always harder, right? It's harder for a reason. Taking that muscle to fatigue. Maximum muscle building is happening in that 3rd set. Okay? So you've got one more time through it. 3rd set, deadlift in 5. Here we go, grab your weights. 3, 2, let's go. Hinge, 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 hinge. Stand tall, pull the inner thighs together, push the floor away. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Nice work, team. If you want greater range of motion, you could always put your feet on some type of elevated surface, maybe bottom stair of a staircase, maybe a plate underneath each one. Get a little bit more range of motion, a little bit more reach. Nice, keep breathing here. Should feel this. This is slow, heavy strength training. Slow, heavy strength training, right? The encouragement is always to try and challenge yourself to go to what feels really hard for those final 10 seconds. You're already in the final 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. Definitely feeling that shake, right? That's where you should be in those final 10 seconds. Adding power for the last time. Deadlift, clean, sumo squat. Deadlift, clean, sumo squat. Then we're gonna move on. Whole new superset for you. We're gonna go single leg in the next superset. Grab your weight. We go in 3, 2, let's go. Deadlift, clean, squat, drive. Pull those inner thighs together. Hinge. Nice work. You got this, team. Come on. Up, down, up. Nice work, you guys. Hinge, clean, and squat. Stick with it. Come on. Final time, 3rd set, right here. Maybe you went a little bit heavier on that 3rd set. Come on. Finish strong. What would it look like if I told you 10 more seconds in this move? Yes, you can. Nice work. Hinge, clean, 4, 3. We've got one more in us. Hinge, clean, drop, drive. Woo! I think I need more sumo squats in my life. I like those.
Yeah.
I like a sumo
Good way
squat.
to mix it up.
We don't do them enough.
No.
Okay, next superset, I'm going to my bench. You're gonna do this one 4 times through. Twice on the right, twice on the left leg, okay? 2 moves are single leg, last move is double leg. Rear foot elevated deadlift. Staggered stance deadlift with Rachel. Again, trying to go heavy. 225s. I'm gonna put my right foot, we'll go, yeah, here we go. On the bench, sorry, left foot on the bench. Right leg forward. Hinge, 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 hinge. Stand tall. So nice and tight to the bench, right? Putting all the work in that front foot, 80% with Rachel, a lot of percent with me. Grab your weight.
A lot of percent, I like that.
Scientific. Crush the oranges in your armpit. Stand up tall. Break at the hips in 3, 2, let's go. Staggered stance, single leg, or going to this, a Bulgarian, or what I like to call a rear foot elevated deadlift. It's gonna really isolate that front foot, that right leg that's on the ground. Right hammy glute has got to do a lot of work right here. Again, lats are turned on. We're gonna hit more of those tomorrow, but they gotta support the weights for now. Backside of the body, posterior chain really includes your back, your glutes, and your hammies, so they're all firing up right here. Nice work, team, come on, stay with it. 10 more seconds, 10 more seconds. Woo! Feel the fire, glutes and hammies, feel the fire for 5, 4, 3, 2, we gotta do one more. Nice work, you're out of it.
There you go.
Holy bananas. I'm dropping down to 1 weight, you can keep 2. Rachel's got a split lunge on the ground. I'm going into a Bulgarian lunge, which means a wider stance step out. I like to sit on my bench, kick my leg out where my foot lands. Now I'm good. Shoelaces are down. Lunging, lunging in 3, 2, let's go. Rachel was ready to get into it. You guys, down, up. Nice work. Here we go. Bulgarian lunge, split lunge. Again, if you want more emphasis on the glute hamstring, a slight hinge forward at the hips is gonna give you that. Okay, standing straight up is gonna give you a little bit more quad dominant focus. Go at your pace. Down, up, come on. It's heavy, it's hard, Yes, you can. You got this. Stick in it. Push that ground away. Inhale down, exhale, push that ground away. Inhale down, exhale, push that ground away. Leg day. Feel the fire for 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. Woo! If your legs are not on fire after that superset, holy stinking bananas. Thank goodness we go 2 feet on the ground. Shake it out. Both weights right here. I'm gonna be tight to my bench. Hinge, drive power. Right foot on the bench. Hinge, drive power. Left foot on the bench. Add some power in 3, 2, let's go. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Clean and drive. Reset. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Clean and drive. Adding the clean forces you to really push that ground away. Drive those hips forward. Adding the single leg forces those hips, all those small stabilizing muscles to work as you transfer the weight from right leg to left. Break at the hips, power drive. Also, Rach, I think you could sound the new move alert.
New move alert. Pew, 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 pew. I haven't gotten to do it that often this program.
Nope, a lot of basic moves in this program. A lot of basic moves. Finish. 3, 2, and recover. Nice work, you guys.
Way to go.
Woo! Grab some water. Back to the top, we're gonna go left leg. We'll go left, right, left, right. Left leg, staggered or rear foot elevated deadlift. Set it up, you're on. In 3, 2, let's go. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Nice work. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Hips are pushing back. Think about breaking at the hips, soft bend in the knee. You don't have to go all the way to the floor. You can stop right there. Whenever you feel that nice stretch, tension at the bottom of the hammy. Remember, you're using your breath. Exhale, push the ground away, stand up. Now, really important to not hold our breath, right? We don't want to be bearing down on our pelvic floor throughout an entire leg day. We want our leg day to strengthen our pelvic floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Because your pelvic floor is connected to like 89 different parts of how your body interacts. Isn't that crazy? So important. Hammies and glutes are definitely part of the core pelvic floor. Here we go. Bulgarians, split lunge, down, up. 3, 2, let's go. When I was writing this workout, I was like, this complex is just gonna be brutal, but it's effective. These 2 moves right here, this rear foot elevated deadlift into a rear foot elevated lunge, never have I ever done them and not felt it the next day. Never have I ever, right? You are going to feel this tomorrow. That is my fun promise for you today. We're here to get better. We're here to get stronger. We're doing it together because it's more fun together. Come on. What would it look like if I said 10 more seconds? If you don't feel the fire in your glutes, my friend, I challenge you to push yourself a little harder on the next set. 3, 2, and you're out. Holy bananas.
Yeah.
Woo! Glutes on fire. Let's do this double leg deadlift clean. Add the power onto the bench with a knee drive. You could add a knee drive from the ground too, right? Woo! Bench is just a marker. Grab your weights. We go. 3, 2, let's go. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Drive with some power. Woo! Hinge, hinge, hinge. Drive with some power. Nice work, team. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Drive. This is an athletic movement. This is how athletes train, right here. I love finding good athletic workouts and building them into my program, because let me tell you, if you're doing our workouts, you are an at-home athlete. You are an athlete today. You're getting stronger and better every day. Nice work. Stay in it 10 more seconds. We know we lose strength. We know we lose speed, agility, and power. And this is how you get it back as you age for 3, 2, and 1. Woo!
Way to go.
Nice work. Nice work. I think the saying of this program is, your 70-year-old self is gonna thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
My independent self is gonna thank me, because I'm an independent person. If you tell me I need help when I'm in my 70s, I'm not gonna like that, right? That's why we're doing this.
Keep it going.
Putting in the work here. You got one more set on each side, right and left. Let's do it, okay? Right leg on the ground, left toes back, left foot up. Deadlift in 3, 2, let's go. Hinge, hinge, hinge. People will ask why I hold the weights like this. You'll just start to see As I'm starting to use heavier weights, my grip is just starting to fatigue right here during this workout. Fun fact, grip strength is one of the #1 indicators, along with muscle, of longevity. You wanna live long, you need a strong grip, and you need lots of skeletal muscle on your body, right? Come on, that's what we're working for right here in this single leg deadlift for 10 more seconds. Come on. See that sweat bead on the end of your nose? Isn't that motivating? You earned it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! There's that shake. It's so good. It's so good. Bulgarians, or split lunges. Bulgarians or split lunges. Second time, this is the last time on the right leg. Last time on the right leg. We go. In 3, 2, let's roll, Rage, down, up. Nice work. Come on, 1 rep at a time. You can always double up the weights here if you got lighter weights. Double them up, try and go heavy. Come on. Still feeling day, whatever that was, 6, 7, 7, 6, I don't know.
All of them?
The quad day.
Can we just say all of them?
All of them.
The leg days in this program, though, I have been so sore.
They are
so
brutal.
Sore.
Whew. Probably because leg day is my favorite day to write. Come on, 10 more seconds, and then I've got a bonus for you, Rach. I've got a bonus today.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna drop that weight and hold for 10 in 5, 4, 3, 2, just drop, hold. You can go the weight or go without it. You're holding for 10, 9, 8, you got this, 7, 6, standing tall in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh,
woo! Lindsay.
Always the kick and shake. Always the kick and shake.
We never know what's coming next with you. We never know.
Whenever in doubt, just add an isometric hold. It makes everything harder. Double leg deadlift, clean to your bench. Double leg deadlift, clean to your bench. Grab your weight. Here we go, add some power. Hips drive forward. You're there. In 3, in 2. Let's go, break at the hip. Up you go. Nice work. Break at the hips. Up you go.
Up you go. That's kind of cute.
Come on. Nice work, you guys. So when we start to get quieter in the workout, fatigue starting to set in. You got this.
Sometimes Lindsay will ask me a question and my brain will panic because I'm so focused on what we're doing. I feel like I'm not hearing what you're saying sometimes, you know? But that's good. It means like my weights are heavy. I'm really focused.
We talk about that. If you're making a grocery list in your head right now, weights need to go up, my friend. For 3, 2, and 1. Woo!
Let's go.
Feeling it.
One more. Yeah.
One more time on the left. One more time through that complex, guys. Left side. I always say this in my leg days. God gave you 2 beautiful legs. Yes? Thank you, Jesus, for this left leg. Let's give it some loving. Here we go. 3, 2, deadlift. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Nice work, guys. Hinge, hinge, hinge. It's good perspective, you know? I was listening to this podcast that was talking about micro gratitude, like the really small stuff. And it's not small that you have 2 legs, but something you take for granted on a daily basis. The sunrise, the sunset. Once you start acknowledging those micro gratitudes, you just see all the little things happening around you more regularly. Thank you, Lord, that I have food to eat today, right? Like all those little blessings just start to add up. Makes this so much easier. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo!
I love that.
Right? You're doing this because you can. You get to. Anyone who's had a knee surgery knows one day you were like, I'm never gonna lunge again. Here we are, guys.
Here you are.
We're lunging. Single leg lunges, in fact. In 3, 2, let's go. Come on. Strong legs right here. Now you know what's coming, Rach. You know there's a bonus drop hold for you at the end of this. You can look forward to it. You can count it as a micro blessing for your day.
I like that.
Woo! Because you probably wouldn't do it alone. If I didn't say you got to do this, you wouldn't do it.
Let's rebrand our bonus moves as micro blessings. I kind of like that.
Micro blessings. Bonus moves are micro blessings from here forward on NML. Woo! 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Then you get a drop hold and sit in the fire for 10 more. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go there. Drop hold. Woo! 10, 9, 8. You got this. Yes, you can. Stick with it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh,
There it is. Way
yes.
to go.
Love that we're on the other side of that. Love that for us.
You did it.
But the good news is, you got a 2-minute all-out HIIT finisher. Yeah, get pumped. You got 2 more moves. Okay, 2 moves. I know Rachel wanted a heavier weight for this too, so I'm just gonna set her up.
See, that's a good friend.
Right there. Okay, 2 moves. I'm going to the bench, high impact. Okay. Oh, we didn't do deadlift clean. We didn't do deadlift clean. I'm gonna take this weight back.
Okay, one more.
2 feet on the ground, deadlift clean to the bench. Deadlift clean to the bench. In 3, 2, let's go. You do this to set you up for the power move that is coming. Nice work. After this, we go into an all-out 2-minute HIIT finisher, right? You got 2 moves, 30 seconds apiece. If you've been doing the Overload 30 program, you know it's how we finished. We're going polarized, heavy strength training, followed by polarized, heavy HIIT training. That means at the end of that 2 minutes, you are at a 10 on the exertion scale, right? I want everything you have in the last 2 minutes. And we go there in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Here we go.
Holy bananas. Now you get to.
Now on to HIIT.
Now you get to go to HIIT. Let the heart rate come down just a bit. Take you through your 2 moves. Okay? Here with me. You're gonna use this bench. You're gonna give me either a standard box jump. All right, we did that on a previous leg day because you're loading through the hips and driving just like you did all of today's workout. Or if you want to challenge yourself, you're gonna take it to a single leg land. So it's 2 feet on the ground, 1 leg up. 2 feet on the ground, 1 leg up. 2 to 1. Rachel's got your option on the ground. It's just like what we did in the warm-up, hopscotch, 2, 1, 2, 1. From there, we all pick up a dumbbell or a kettlebell, and we swing it for 30 seconds. Those are your 2 moves. Are you doing hopscotch all on the same leg? Or are you alternating legs?
Are you gonna alternate?
I'm alternating.
I'll alternate then, yeah.
2 to 1, 2 to 1.
Let's go.
Jumping her on the floor. 30 seconds, and then swings. Do anything for 2 minutes, right, Rach?
Finish it, let's go.
When I stall, she's like, come on, lady.
Come on, Lindsay.
We go in 3, 2, let's go, 2 to 1. Hup, hup, come on, hup. You're an athlete today. I said that, and I meant it. Come on, this is how we train like one. 2 to 1, 2 to 1. Practice absorbing on that single leg. You got this. It's 30 seconds per move. You can do anything for 30 seconds. Yes, you can. Come on, it's final 5, 4, swings in 3, 2, swinging. Grab your weight. Let's go. Hinge, hinge.
The breathing portion of the workout.
Yep. Just gonna have to mute my mic for this one. I've got nothing but breathing, Rach. Don't overextend the top. Stand straight up. Come on. Transition in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights are down.
Here we go.
2 to 1.
Last time.
Try not to fall on your face is the goal here. Legs are shaking.
We can practice. If you hopscotch with your kids, they'll think this is so cool. Here you go, Linz.
Come on, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2. Swings.
Let's go. One more.
30.
One more.
Dirty 30s, finish it.
Dirty 30. I turned 30 this year. I didn't even think about that. This program is perfect for me.
Is Rachel smiling?
No.
Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Way to go, Linz. Yeah. Nice work. Good job. Yeah.
10. Out of 10. 5 bananas. Holy bananas. Leg day never disappoints. Cheers to the final leg day in overload 30. Everybody lift one up. Woo! Final leg day in overload 30. People are like, you crazy lady, I'm not repeating this program. That tracker sheet. No, I'm just kidding. Best way to get stronger, guys. Okay, let's cool down, right? Hands behind the head. As you hinge, just reach those arms away from you. Reach. Nice. Stand up. Pull them back. Now hinge and reach. Do it again. Stand up. Hinge and reach. Nice work. Stand up. Holy bananas. Did I feel that?
Yeah.
Wide stance. Widen that stance. Go all the way to the ground this time. Hands to the ground if you can. Right palm on the ground if you can. Soft bend into that right knee as the left arm opens and extends. Nice. Back to center, both palms on the ground. Lengthen through the hamstring. Now drop into that left knee. Open, gaze follows to the right. Nice. Back to center. Bend at the knees. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Peel the vertebrae up together. When you get to the top, two big shoulder rolls, up, back and down. Up, back and down. Rachel, drop into a kneeling hip flexor stretch right here. Stretching. Okay, you could do that. Or you can come over to the bench. I really love the bench hip flexor stretch. Just really gonna get in there. Like if you have tight hip flexors, right here, you find a bench, you find a couch, up nice and tall, and then gaze over the shoulder of the leg that's on the ground. Nice. Bring it back to center. Awesome job. Same thing, other side. I'm gonna stay on the bench. Rachel's got you. Right here. Nice. Just think about melting that hip flexor down into the ground. Gaze over to your right this time.
How good does that feel right now?
So good, right? A lot of tension on the back. Now you're going the other way, right? Opening up the front side of the body. A lot of time hinged over. Nice. Bring it back. Rachel's got seated figure four. I'm gonna take it from the bench just so you can see some options. Ankle's gonna cross over the knee. Sitting up nice and tall. Now we're hitting that outer glute. Sit up nice and tall. Nice work. Big inhale. Exhale. Maybe Rachel can pull her heel tighter to her glute. I sit up a little straighter. Nice. Again, you can gaze over one shoulder and then gaze over the other. Nothing dramatic, just a gaze. Notice how that feels. You might feel a little bit of tightness on one side. Just good to notice those things, right? Okay, switch it out. As we notice those tightnesses, something to think about, something to come back to. Tell you what, the greatest thing I've done in my 30s is add mobility to my routine every single day. I know some people comment, you have a long warm-up, woman. It is for a reason. Like, I just don't think we do enough mobility in our day. And if you get through just the warm-up, you'll be better for it. All right, you guys. I am so proud of you for showing up with NML today. Way to go. I learned this from my pelvic floor physical therapist, so if you can stick around, we're gonna do one more stretch. You're gonna take your toes inward like a duck, okay? Okay? Now you're gonna go into that forward hinge position. And this whole time we've been contracting our muscles. Now I really want you to think about loosening them. Just think about letting your pelvic floor go. And I know this feels really funny to say on camera, but imagine like inhaling through your bum and exhaling through your bum. And I know that sounds funny to say, but think about just like you need mobility for your joints, your pelvic floor needs mobility too, and it has to go through that full range of motion of contracting, but also of lengthening, okay? So if you find some time today, you can hang out there. You could also do it in tabletop or puppy dog. Awesome job, Rach. Thanks so much for showing up and crushing day 8. I look forward to seeing you back here for day 9. Pull day, baby. Back and biceps for the final time. Have a great day. Awesome job crushing leg day. If you loved it, hit subscribe to my channel. I've queued up day 9 of the program right here, or find this entire strength training program in this playlist right here. Have a great day.